What if I told you that some of the most powerful systems on Earth are also the quietest? Not factories, not engines, ecosystems. They are constantly cleaning water, storing carbon, building soil, regulating temperature, and keeping life running in ways most of us never notice, until they stop working. So in the next few minutes, let us look at 5 of the most useful insights from environmental science and ecosystems. Not just what they are, but why they matter, how they work, and how you can actually use this knowledge. First insight, ecosystems run on feedback loops. A lot of people think nature is just a collection of plants and animals, but the real engine is feedback. For example, in a healthy forest, trees shade the ground, which keeps soil cooler and wetter. That helps fungi and microbes break down organic matter, which releases nutrients back into the soil, which helps trees grow. The whole system reinforces itself. But feedback can also go the other way. If trees are cut down, the soil dries out, microbes decline, erosion increases, and the area becomes even harder to regrow. Why this is useful? If you are restoring land, protecting wetlands, or managing a garden, you do not just add plants, you create conditions that let the system support itself. Second insight, biodiversity makes ecosystems more stable. One of the most important findings in environmental science is that diversity is not just nice to have, it is resilience. If an ecosystem has many species doing similar jobs and one disappears, another can step in. That means the system is less likely to collapse from drought, disease, or temperature changes. A concrete example, in agriculture, a monoculture of one crop is highly efficient but fragile. A single pest or fungus can wipe out huge areas. Mixed cropping, pollinator-friendly borders, and soil diversity all reduce risk. So if you are managing any living system, diversity is basically a form of insurance. Third insight, small changes can cause big shifts. Environmental science is full of tipping points. A lake can look healthy for years, then suddenly become clogged with algae once nutrient pollution crosses a threshold. A coral reef can bleach and fail to recover if water gets too warm too often. A landscape can flip from grassland to desert if vegetation is pushed past a limit. This matters because ecosystems do not always change gradually. Sometimes they hold steady, then abruptly transform. The useful takeaway, if you are trying to prevent damage, you do not wait until the problem is obvious. You watch early warning signs, water clarity, soil erosion, species loss, rising temperatures, and habitat fragmentation. Fourth insight, nature provides services we rely on every day. This is one of the most practical ideas in environmental science. Ecosystems provide services. Forests help regulate rainfall and absorb carbon. Wetlands filter water and reduce flooding. Mangroves protect coastlines from storm surge. Bees and other pollinators support crops. Healthy soil stores water and nutrients. And these are not abstract benefits, they have real-world value. For example, preserving a wetland can be cheaper and more effective than building infrastructure to handle floodwater. Planting native vegetation can reduce runoff and improve water quality. Protecting pollinators supports food production. In other words, conservation is not separate from human life. It is part of the system that keeps economies and communities functioning. Fifth insight, human activity is now part of every ecosystem. The final insight is maybe the biggest one. Humans are not outside nature. We affect ecosystems through land use, climate change, pollution, invasive species, and resource extraction. But we also have the ability to repair and redesign those systems. That means environmental science is not just about studying damage, it is about solutions. Concrete uses, restoring native plants to rebuild habitat, designing cities with more trees and permeable surfaces to reduce heat and flooding, using compost and regenerative farming to improve soil health, reducing nutrient runoff to protect rivers and lakes. The key idea is that healthy ecosystems do not happen by accident. They are built, maintained, and protected through good decisions. So the big lesson here is this: ecosystems are not passive scenery. They are active systems with feedback, thresholds, and services that directly affect our lives. The more we understand them, the better we can protect them, and use that knowledge to make smarter choices in farming, conservation, city planning, and everyday life. And once you start seeing the world this way, a forest, a river, or even a patch of soil becomes a lot more impressive. Because it is not just nature, it is infrastructure for life. 5 most useful insights into environmental science and ecosystems is just one small part of environmental system. If you are interested, our full free environmental system course is linked in the description.